Good morning, Bobcats. This is Nurse Sherry. I am joined by Lila here on my right, and Margot is in front of me doing flips onto a beanbag chair. We are going to be doing morning meeting this morning with you guys, and I never gotten to come to morning meeting in one of the classrooms, so this is new to me. So my daughters helped me with what you're supposed to be doing. So my understanding is we first need to do a greeting, and I know at the end of before we went on break, we were doing greetings where you did not need to touch each other because we're trying to keep everybody healthy. So our idea for our greeting this morning was to learn how to say good morning in a few different languages. So we have hello or good morning in English, which is super easy for most of us. We have it in German, which is Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, Mom.
Swiss German is Guten Morgen, so that's something a little different. In Spanish, it's
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. In Portuguese, it's bom dia.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. And Miss Meg, you can tell me if that is the right way to say that. And next is we decided to try Arabic, which is the most challenging for me because I think my lips just don't make those noises or that sounds. They don't make those sounds. But it's Sabahu Akhia.
Sabahu akhia.
Okay, so that's 4 different ways. We've got Guten Morgen, Buenos dias, Bom dia, and Sabahu akhia, and English is good morning. So you can choose one of those ways to say good morning to whoever's in your room with you, or your neighbor today, or somebody you are talking to, your cat.
Your dog.
Maybe you're meeting with your class today, and you can tell them good morning in a different language. So take a minute and say good morning to your friends next to you, your family.
Saba akhia.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bom dia.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. All right, so that is what you can practice on today in greeting everybody. You can greet anyone that you see. You can yell it across the street because nobody's coming into your yard. Okay, and the next thing is our activity. So Dr. Korab has been doing a lot and talking about being active this week. So the recommended number of minutes to be active every day is about 60. So 60 minutes of getting your heart rate up and moving around. And you can do that in a lot of ways, but one way we're going to do it today is we're going to do some dancing. We're going to do freeze dance.
Okay.
So,
but the song isn't 1 hour.
No.
That would be way too long.
We are not going to do an hour of freeze dance. but you can dance for an hour if you really wanted. So exercise, it boosts your mood. It reduces stress. It improves your sleep. It increases your focus, which I think we all need right now when we're working so much on the computer trying to get our schoolwork done, as opposed to being in a classroom where you're learning from your teacher.
Now I know what each and every key is.
And then it also helps you live longer. Margot's talking to me. I don't know what she's saying. What are you saying?
Can you tell them that about how now I know what each and every key is technically?
Oh, she's learning skills for on her computer. She's learning how to use this keys the proper way, Margot says. So that's one thing you're getting from being on the computer more. Anyway, all right, so we're going to move our things out of the way, and we're going to do a little bit of freeze dance. So clear your spaces. Make sure, I hope that you guys can hear our song.
It's a good song.
It looks like our dad has taken
What?
our music
Seriously,
away.
you should try Pandora. You want me to go yell at him? I don't know.
So we're gonna see if he'll let us borrow it for a minute.
You want me to go ask him? Why don't you try Pandora?
Hold on.
Dad's being mean.
Nope. It
Okay, we got it.
All
so
right.
that Dad will let us use the
here
music.
we go. So the music
What? Oh my gosh.
is hopefully gonna be starting. All right.
Good, feeling good. Are you feeling good?
What?
Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got the sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's good. Stand but hold your balance. I just say whatever cause there is no way around it. Cause everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta.
Oh my god. What?
It's fine, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good. Like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed. Never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves that sound it. And just say whatever cause there is no way around it. Everyone.
Okay.
Favorite done
I think that was enough dancing. Okay. So, so other ways that you could get your activity is you could make a
Cat.
You could chase your cat. You could do a obstacle course, like something in chalk on your driveway or your street. You could go to Go Noodle, which I hear is popular in your classrooms.
Yes.
Chores. You could help mom and dad with chores,
That's
which
Jordan.
will always be a good thing.
No.
Gardening. You can do gardening. You could go for a walk.
Yeah.
Run around your neighborhood or house.
Yes.
There's some other websites that your family can look up to for activities for kids and ideas for obstacle courses.
Cool.
So, and then I guess last is a share. So, I was thinking that, I think we all appreciate breaks, but when you get kind of forced into a break like this, you miss things that you didn't think you missed about school. And so maybe thinking about what surprised you now that you that this year has been cut short with seeing your friends, but we're able to do this distance learning, and just think about what is surprisingly that you what surprises you that you missed. So maybe Lila, what is it that you were surprised that you
I was
missed?
surprised, like, when I was in the classroom, I would have to do it on paper, and I just really hated that for some reason.
Yeah. So now,
And now I want to do it all on the
you
paper.
miss paper. You're tired of being on the computer. Margo, what about you? What do you miss that you're surprised that you miss? You can think about it. How about that?
Cats.
Cats. Well, you didn't have cats at school.
There's
But I should have a cat.
Okay, so
There's a cat.
me, what I miss is kind of unusual, but I decided to tie that in with a poem for April, which is the month of the poem. Is that how we are calling it? Anyway, so I got permission. There is permission given for this HarperCollins publishing for me to read this poem. And it's by Shel Silverstein. And I was talking with one of the nurses in another school, and she used to have this on her wall in her clinic. So
That's cool.
That's the picture. It's this one here. So
Band-Aid.
it's called Band-Aids. So it goes. I have a Band-Aid on my finger, one on my knee, and one on my nose, one on my heel, and two on my shoulder, 3 on my elbow, and 9 on my toes, 2 on my wrist, and 1 on my ankle, 1 on my chin, 1 on my thigh, 4 on my belly, and 5 on my bottom, 1 on my forehead, and 1 on my eye, 1 on my neck, and in case I might need 'em, I have a box full of 35 more. But oh, I do think it's sort of a pity I don't have a cut or a sore. So yes, so one of the things that I miss most about school that I'm surprised is Band-Aids. So seeing each of you come in needing a Band-Aid for varying levels of boo-boos and sores. So that's it. So yeah, think about that. Be grateful for the things that we do have, and I miss you all. We all miss you. I think we all miss school. And we look
I
forward to
can't
seeing
see.
you guys again soon. And it's nice to be able to talk with you from our basement. Take care. Bye.